They should feel no shame, no hesitance. They shouldn't even feel like they have to cover their boob up. Like, you're nurturing your child. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more beautiful than that. And people feeling uncomfortable with it, I think it shows that they're uncomfortable with themselves at the end of the day. You know, people have talked about this before, like, why is it that a woman could have her breast out in an ad, but when I'm feeding my child, you have a problem with that? I think there's something very wrong with that. I'm not sure if this is being a woman or has to do with being a woman, but I'm very, very in tune with my emotions, and I think that being a woman allows me to feel comfortable with being sensitive. I know there's sensitive men out there, but one thing that bothers me, or one way that I feel for certain men, is that there's a lot of men out there that are so guarded. You know, they don't cry. And there's women who are that way too, so I'm not sure if that has to do with being a woman, but I'm in tune with my emotions, and I feel inclined to be sensitive. And also giving birth. I think that's beautiful. I'm scared as shit to give birth, but men will never be able to have a person in their bodies. That's so strange, and it's like magic. And I think that's what makes women more sensitive. At some point, a lot of women will carry someone else. I would hope that you can be empathetic to other people if you're gonna one day carry someone yourself. I try to remember that nothing is permanent. Things are always changing, good things or bad things, and you can't get too attached to anything. Even though that still happens, you know. Also, trying not to be not trying, because there's no such thing as try, working to tap into my emotions, not letting them, having emotions, not letting them have me. Woo! I've definitely been, I think that a lot of people have moments of jealousy. But when you're able to realize that, tap into or check in with yourself and realize where that jealousy is coming from. Often jealousy is coming from being inspired, actually. Like, this girl is doing this and I wish I could do that. You don't have to make it jealousy. You can make them an inspiration to you, and through that you can forge a relationship where you're pushing each other. I think that's so important. I think that even when you have that in mind, it's easy to fall into jealousy. But jealousy is unhealthy, and it doesn't help you or anyone else. A lot of times these things are in your mind. Like, you know, if a woman is being a certain way, and you know, you view her in this way, and then you make it a competition because, oh, she said this or she feels this way about me, you have no idea. And that feeling that way, feeling like you need to be in competition with someone, it limits you from having a connection that could push your life to the next level. It would be to be fearless. Recognize what you're passionate about and work to do whatever you can to live that passion out. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something, you know. And sometimes people tell you sometimes people, say, oh, be careful with this, or in regards to your passion, and they think they're doing it out of love. And sometimes they're doing it out of love, but even still, push to follow your dreams. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And be fearless and work to be vulnerable. Because there's a lot of things that we are capable of doing, and we stop ourselves most of the time. So giving love, being vulnerable with everyone, looking to connect with everyone, even if it's walking down the street and making eye contact, showing that you're open and letting that open up the possibility of other people feeling comfortable with being open. Everyone has love in them, and a lot of people just shut it down because they're afraid. Being supportive and nurturing, and by being vulnerable with myself and, loving everyone no matter what they do. That doesn't mean I'm going to let you walk all over me, but you're perfect and whole the way you are. And once you realize that, then, that doesn't mean stay the way you are, but when you accept yourself for who you are, then you can become greater. So encouraging that belief in people and telling them that they're beautiful and telling them that they're okay. Yeah, just giving love. Lately I've just been going around trying to connect with people instead of guard myself. I find that especially in New York, people avoid even eye contact. I will look at someone and they'll look away. No, I'm here. You can open up to me. That's how I want to spread my magic. Because that's in everyone, and they just have numbed themselves or blocked themselves off for so long that it's what they're used to, and it's not healthy. I think everyone just wants to love and be loved, for who they are. I think the strong woman is a woman who is able to have the courage to love, listen, share, and be vulnerable.